What's up, you guys? Ross Sapp here. I know I've been bringing you a lot of these, got backed up on them, doing them now. Joe Holbert's column series. This one on the Boston Hug connection, Sasha Banks and Bayley building a legacy. Again, you can click Joe Holbert's name and see a bunch of his articles. You can follow him on Twitter. But you can also thumbs up this video and subscribe. It all helps us. And join us this Sunday, all weekend really, from here on out through the end of the weekend. WrestleMania weekend coverage. At WrestleMania, the WWE's women's tag team titles will make their first appearance at the grandest stage of them all. The lineup is rather unique, featuring 4 teams with a range of history and backgrounds. Representing SmackDown Live, the Iconics will reach the absolute height of their wildest dreams, challenging for the tag titles and making that, well, iconic walk together. WWE's resident monster tag team is opposite them, the dominant tandem of longtime veteran Tamina and former champion Nia Jax for the Raw side of things. The match's third challenger, the celebrated legendary Divas of Doom, Natalya and returning Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix. In those 3 pairings alone, this is a mix of skill, experience, and personality. But in the 4th team, the title tilt has its glue. The inaugural champions, Sasha Banks and Bayley, find themselves at the culmination of a multi-year journey. Finally, the centerpieces of a division seemingly inevitable for so long. Now known as the Boston Hug Connection, the decorated duo has long been the obvious choice for their current role. But the route here hasn't always been exactly smooth. After joining the Raw roster in August 2016, Bayley's path seemed clear. Immediately in the same title scene as her famed rival Banks, fans awaited a return to the conflict that had once made their NXT rivalry so captivating. However, though both would achieve single success, they remained more friends than foes. Teases were constant nonetheless, most memorably with Banks' Elimination Chamber betrayal that led to the surprise of some, not a match at WrestleMania. Instead, the pair both disappointingly took part in the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Following that, the frustration surrounding their portrayal only multiplied. Constant bickering without an end game of ever arriving, fans struggled with the rather inconsistent direction that frankly became hard to follow at times. In the meantime, both continued to play a pivotal role within the flagship's division. As has been this case since since the brand split re-implementation, Banks remained a workhorse on Raw, regularly impressing in-ring, while Bayley steadily recovered from her own struggles as well. After her perception had shifted in mid-2017, Bayley's performance had visibly evolved, showing more aggression than ever, while becoming more confident as a character too. But that being said, their overall momentum was undeniably stunted, falling victim to a lack of creative cohesion as other women took center stage. Nonetheless, the pair's payoff would eventually come to fruition in February 2019, winning the Elimination Chamber and the women's tag titles. While the achievement itself felt fulfilling, the pair's performance remained the highlight in Joe's view. The standouts of a lineup that caused concern among fans, Boston Hug Connection thrived, reiterating their almost unmatched versatility and consistency. Though they appear the clear victors all along, their performance was a perfect reminder of why. Beyond the amount of TV time invested in this team's journey to their coronation, they were the obvious choice for an established reason. Together, Banks and Bayley had the potential to be a legitimately impactful and memorable tag team. As personalities, they're an ideal fit, with both bringing individual fan bases together while contrasting and mirroring each other all at once. Their history adds an extra layer too, a genuine investment for fans that have followed their story from its NXT roots. It's inside the ropes that these two shine the most, though, a combination of flash and fundamentals, understated poise, as well as an exuberant energy. Together, they have all the tools to be one of the product's greatest assets, the perfect base to build and develop a division on. However, that process can't happen overnight, and with the belt still brand new, it's now time for a range of talented, well-rounded, and popular tandems to emerge. Before that can happen, though, this group needs a foundation. And in Boston Hug, it has exactly that. On Sunday, Banks and Bayley's reign reaches its first obvious moment in history, entering the industry's largest show with the belts proudly around their waists. Hopefully, this will be the start of a satisfying legacy that establishes these titles as some of WWE's most integral. One thing is for sure, though, their immediate success is undeniably reliant on their admirable champions. The building blocks of a revolution that since resulted in the women main eventing WrestleMania. Historically, both Banks and Bayley have already secured their spots, but in truth, these titles represent the opportunity to achieve something even greater. While both were already pivotal to begin with, their status as inaugural title holders can never be replicated, and as a result, a whole division now rests on their greatness. That pressure must be daunting, but it's also fitting an accolade that can elevate legacies while defining their spot in the division's chronicles as well. That starts at MetLife Stadium, another test of this team's ability to elevate their peers while shining along the way. The story is only just beginning, but of course, frankly, it feels fair to say regardless of what comes next, the belts are certainly in safe hands for now. Reminder, click on Joe's author page. Most importantly, visit Fightful.com. Follow Joe. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe. Tell your friends. We're out.